Hi, my name is Ryan McNally and this is my 20-second coaching log on the UCLan Coaching Experience module. Today I'm going to be talking about the four-corner model, the FA four-corner model, and trying to break the stereotypes of it. Looking through this, it's kind of something I have to do, because I have an under-6 group. It kind of helps that because the four-corner model in its original form is tough to integrate. So having to be able to adapt my sessions and come up with new ideas for every session, it helps me as a coach, but it also helps keep the players interested as well. I'm going to kind of look through the four-corner model and each of the corners and see how I break the stereotype and change it to my kind of situation, being the under-6 group. So looking at the physical corner first, I'm looking at developing the basics of fundamental movement, such as ABCs, your agility, balance and coordination. I think that's really, really important to develop at such a young age, because if they can have that going through any sporting experience, then it's going to help them massively. Every sport includes agility, whether it's running, jumping, twisting. Balance is you're landing, you're changing direction, and your coordination could be catching, kicking, throwing. So to have all of them kind of key fundamental movements will help you in any sport. Why do I do it for my under-6s? If they're going to go down the footballing route, obviously they need to be able to twist and turn on a football pitch. At any time they could have to react in 4 or 5 different movements in a couple of seconds. So it's really important to nail them down as early as you can and kind of ingrain them into your long-term memory. Looking at the technical side, the technical corner, looking to develop the key basics of football. So ball manipulation, how do we manipulate a ball with both feet, looking back at our coordination, so you can see that the way all 4 corners link in together, they all help each other in different ways. So with the technical, if you have good agility and good coordination, you are able to manipulate the ball better. Looking at how I break down the stereotype, I look at creating fun, original games that kind of covertly develop skills. So it could be little 1v1 challenges where they're going at it and the one's trying to get the ball back, and as soon as they do, they've got to keep the ball for as long as they can. Or it could be races where they've got to go around cones or around different players where they've got to keep the ball close to their feet. But stuff like that is just really engaging for the kids, and they love coming back and doing something different every week. Looking at the third corner, tactical, I feel like at under-6 is difficult to integrate into the game, purely because they don't know how the game functions yet, and they haven't seen it as a match picture yet. So they obviously can't relate to some tactical information that maybe will be given throughout a session. They may not process and understand properly, and we have to break that down and kind of deliver it in a more basic concept. So an easy way to kind of break this stereotype is just to ask simple Socratic questions about what a player might do. So asking the player, what might you do next? And then asking why, and it allows them to process the thoughts of why they're actually doing the movement, and then how may we put it into a game. So it's kind of developing those psychological processes that a footballer goes through, and starting to ingrain that thought process into them. And for me, it helps to break it down like that to as simple as I can, because it also allows me to process like how they perceive the game as well as an under-6 compared to how I perceive it as a coach. So if I can see it through their eyes, then it helps me to relay information to them as well throughout the future as well. Finally, the last corner is the social corner. I find this probably the most beneficial of all the corners, especially at under-6s, because it can be really subtle challenges that you can give them that don't even have to be football related, that can help develop the social corner. So a little challenge that I have is that they must speak to everyone at least once throughout the session, purely to build relations, to help build confidence in players, and that they can trust each other on the ball, but also so that they're meeting new people and they're developing good social soft skills such as communication and working as a team. And I feel like they're really, really crucial in the long run for the development of a player and as a person as well. A few questions I ask myself: why do I try and break the stereotypes? It can become boring. If a coach has the same objectives every week, if I'm delivering the same session with the same key points, then it becomes repetitive and boring for the kids and they lose engagement. I also find that it keeps the players interested in new ideas and games. If they don't know what they're turning up to, then there's going to be a willingness to be there and not want to miss it, because they want to try something new and have fun. And finally, it keeps motivation high and it allows me to be creative with my sessions. Not only does it keep motivation high for the players, but also for me as well. It allows me to submerge myself into creating a fun and engaging session, and be creative with it as well to see how far I can push the boundaries of my coaching ability. So kind of reflecting on why I try to break the stereotypes has been really key for me, and it's something that I try and promote throughout my sessions, and also to promote to myself that I can be an independent coach in a way, and prove that my coaching is improving every week.